So hi everyone, today we have a special guest on our channel. We have Diksha with us. So Diksha, would you like to introduce yourself once?
Hi Ashish, thank you so much for calling me here. I am Diksha Divedi. I recently graduated from Manipal University, Jaipur, and I completed two internships, one at Atlassian, second at Microsoft, and got BPS from both. So it was a tough decision to make. So I joined Atlassian on 4th of August, and now I'm a software engineer here.
Hmm. Awesome, awesome. So as you guys can see, she has come from a tier 3 college and cracked companies like Atlassian and Microsoft, and all of the offers, both of these offers were off campus. So in this video, we'll be getting to know her entire journey of how she prepared, how her coding journey was, what her preparation journey was, and eventually how she cracked both of these offers. So Diksha, can you start us off with your coding journey? Like when exactly did you start coding? What all did you do in your coding journey from college?
So, starting off with the coding journey, I had my fifth subject as web development in my class 12th. So, I had a bit knowledge of web there. And then, after coming to a BTech college, so definitely my degree was computer science. So, I was aware that I have to start up with coding. I was not aware that which types of companies do come to my college. So, first, I researched a lot about it. Starting off, I got to know that I have to pick up one DSA related programming language, which could be C++, Java, or even Python, I was suggested. So my coding journey for first semester started up with C, as there is a course curriculum have to do that. So वो तो compulsory था. उसके अलावा we also had I also chose Java for DSA, like basic Java libraries and everything. So for backend as well, I did study Java, and an overview of Java I got in my first semester, as well as I started with web development as well in my first semester itself. After coming to second semester, I completed one project with WebD and started DSA with a sheet. So, yeah, so I was very confused which sheet to pick up, but I had a lot of networks in the college. I really tried it. So they suggested me to try out one sheet, complete one sheet. So that's how my coding journey started.
Hi everyone. So if you want to crack the top companies like Google, Amazon, Microsoft, Atlassian, then you need to have a lot of skills even as a fresher. And people keep asking me what are the places we can learn these skills from? What are the best resources that we can use? And in my opinion, the best platform or the best resource and my favorite platform has got to be Educative. So in Educative, you have content on pretty much everything that you need. They have the best content on system design, they have content on cracking the coding round, they have content on DSA, the latest tech stack, and pretty much everything that you need to crack the interviews of the top product based companies you will be getting at one single place. And apart from all of this, you'll be having AI enabled learning. So after everything that you learn, you'll have AI taking assessments for you, there'll be AI taking quizzes for you, and it'll be like taking a mock interview. So you can appear for mock interviews with AI, and it'll tell you the feedback, it'll tell you where you need to improve on, it'll tell you your weak points, your strong points, and it'll be like having a real interviewer with you so that you are prepared for the real world interviews out there. And all of this and much more you're getting under one subscription model. And the best part, the cherry on top, is that right now you're getting more than 70% off on that. So if you use the link in the description box, you'll be able to avail more than 70% discount on Educative subscription. But of course, let me tell you, this is a limited time period offer only, so you need to hurry. So you can check out Educative from the link in the description box. You can see everything about it, and you can even ask me if you have any doubts. So yeah, check out Educative from the link in the description. And now let's get back to the video. Mm-hmm. Awesome, awesome. So, like you said, ki you started Java. So, did you also do DSA in Java itself?
Yes, for my second semester and third semester, I did DSA with Java, and I don't know why I eventually shifted to DSA with C++ as well, so that I could be comfortable with competitive programming. So that thought
Hmm.
changed me to switch to language, but switching to language was not a big deal because basically DSA concepts are important to build up.
हाँ,
So that was my
correct.
yeah.
Correct, correct. Oh, it's more about the intuition and the concept building. वो आपको आता है, then you can do it in
Exactly.
pretty much any programming language, right?
Yeah, the logic should
Um,
be developed. That is the most important part of
hmm.
DSA and consistency.
एग्जैक्टली बट वही है कि सी प्लस प्लस का बेनिफिट है कि यूल हैव मोर रिसोर्सेज मोर पीपल डूइंग सीपी एंड जावा का ये है कि उसको फिर यूल हैव वन लैंग्वेज फॉर बैक एंड फॉर डेव फॉर डीएसए
Exactly.
एवरीथिंग यू कैन डू इन वन लैंग्वेज
In
सो
one
बोथ हैव
language.
देयर बेनिफिट्स.
So both have their equal benefits, and I also had that extra benefit that I know both the languages. So I was aware of the tech whatever the tech stack is about, like Java and C++, if we count. And also, I had a bit knowledge of web development in my first from the first year itself, and I did follow along projects accordingly. So overall, this strategy was made by my seniors, my friends who are in the college or who were from LinkedIn. So yeah.
Hmm. All right. And this is a great point that you mentioned, and this is something that a lot of people overlook. That is the hand of seniors in your success. A lot of times you may not have a lot of people around you who are pushing you, but if you connect with your seniors, you can build a great network from them. मतलब आप किसी भी कॉलेज से you'll see a lot of your alumni will be in great companies, a lot of your seniors will be doing a lot of things. And उनके साथ एक networking करना, उनके साथ एक थोड़ा relationships build करना is very important because they will surely help you because they've been through what you have, right?
Exactly, exactly. And also, I suggest students that you should definitely connect with seniors rather than connecting with your batchmates, because at least they are 1 year ahead of you and they have the recent knowledge of the college, what is going on in the placement sections. So that makes you give an extra edge. If you prepare with them in the library, then you are already 1 year ahead of your batches. So I also did the same exact thing. I only had my most friends in with my seniors. So I used to study with them in the library. So I had that extra edge that I'm preparing 1 year ahead, kind of 1 year ahead. My college batchmates.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. All right, so let's address the elephant in the room. Something that everyone in our field likes to talk about, that is DSA. And of course, cracking the companies that you did, Atlassian and Microsoft both, right, for getting into them as a software engineer does require a good level of DSA, especially if you talk about off campus, which you did, right? So you started DSA, let's say, with any programming language, but then there's a huge gap because people start DSA but very few are able to master it to a level key they're able to crack interviews, they're able to solve unseen problems. So I want to know, how did you bridge that gap? How did you basically master DSS, so to speak?
So basically, what I think is that the gap is because of not being consistent, first of all. If you be consistent and stick to one sheet, like rather it be any sheet, just stick to one sheet. First, these two points should be mentioned and or told to these students if they have a gap between them. And the third thing is that the way of solving the sheet should be also mastered. Like earlier, what I used to do was that I used to do all the easier levels first of one. Let's suppose there is I'm doing questions for linguists. So I will be for earlier I used to do that. And I used to do easy, medium, hard of linguist only. But rather later on, I switched my approach that I will be doing first easy of every concept, so that I build up a concept upon that. What I mean is that if I do arrays easy, linguist easy, EP easy, then I have some knowledge of the all data structures basically. So that helped me a lot that I at least know all the data structures. After I complete easy level questions, I will switch on to medium level questions then. And after you complete medium level questions of all the tech stacks, sorry, data structures present, I can make sure that you will be at least internship ready. Any FANG company internship ready if you complete medium level questions. So rather be completing easy, medium, hard of one data structure, rather complete easy, medium, and then hard art. That was my third approach that I would recommend to people to bridge that gap. But consistency is the most important one, because data structures and algorithm is something which will make you feel like, why am I doing this? Like it may feel you pathetic. So but you have to make your, like I always say in my videos, or someone suggest, if suggestions are given by me, I always say that there are energies who want us that don't do DSA. Everyone wants that तुम मत करो, तुम मत जाओ फैंग में, सब चाहते हैं कि तुम ना करो. So you have to see that इतनी energies बोल रही हैं तो मतलब इसीलिए तुम नहीं कर रहे हो, So push yourself that no, these energies cannot do anything, these things cannot harm me to go to these लाइक फैन कंपनी सो इस तरह से सोचो कि ये सब चाहते ही यही है इसीलिए हो रहा है तो तुम अपने आप को पुश करके थोड़े कंसिस्टेंट हो जाओ पहले कंसिस्टेंट होना बहुत ज़रूरी है तो एंड गिविंग कॉन्टेस्ट इज द फोर्थ वन दैट आफ्टर you do all these three things which I mentioned you should go for contests.
All right, so that's a pretty great way to look at it. What you talked about energies, right?
Yeah.
Because people don't talk much about that. It's a very great way to look at it to keep yourself motivated.
Yes.
Because otherwise, people get demotivated and consistency छूट जाती है
Yes,
कि आप
exactly.
4 दिन का break ले लेते हो 6 दिन का break ले लेते हो and फिर obviously it's like doing everything all over again.
Yeah.
तो इससे demotivation और बढ़ जाता है.
ये जंक लग जाती है दिमाग में like it's maths basically.
हाँ, exactly, exactly. And like you said, right, it is very important, especially as a beginner, कि you don't move towards medium and hard problems too soon. वरना फिर वही you'll start feeling like you don't know anything, why you're not able to solve
Yeah.
it, you'll start getting these negative thoughts. You have to start off with easy problems ताकि थोड़ा धीरे धीरे concepts build हो. Initially एक ही दिन में you cannot be solving all hard problem, medium problem. You have to start off with easy, get comfortable there, then start off with
Yeah,
medium, then get comfortable there.
exactly. Also it will be like a revision as well, like if you complete one easy का सारा data structures then you are revising again and with medium level concept so वो easy का तो intuition build up हो गया सारे data structures को लेके but now medium level के लिए भी you are now ready so I also thought that way and these were also my recommendations by my seniors.
ग्रेट 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 ऑल राइट एंड जैसे इजी मीडियम के लिए तो फिर भी लोग आई फील कर लेते हैं क्योंकि इजी वंस ऑब्वियसली इवेंचुअली पीपल डू विद इनफ प्रैक्टिस बट थोड़ा मीडियम हार्ड वाले रेंज में पीपल स्ट्रगल राइट एंड जो अच्छी कंपनीज होती है दैट वी जनरली टॉक अबाउट डू आस्क मीडियम हार्ड क्वेश्चंस ओनली राइट समटाइम्स दे इवन आस्क हार्ड क्वेश्चंस so how did you specifically focus on say solving harder topic or harder questions or let's say unseen questions क्योंकि बहुत बार जो अच्छी कंपनीज होती है like Microsoft Atlassian they even have new questions in their question bank right and they have good quality questions so how did you target the harder questions or the unseen questions and got comfortable in it.
Yeah, I will agree to that because Atlassian is some company which really creates their own questions. But what I think the strategy you prepare, like if you are targeting one company, like let's suppose in my case, let's suppose I'm lucky. So I got 1 month gap between my interview. Like the interview was scheduled after 1 month. So now I knew that these questions are going to be medium hard. But what I thought that in 1 month what else can I do like I have 30 days so I reached out to everyone who has recently joined Atlassian and I collected all the questions from them like let's suppose I messaged 200 people and around 50 to 60 messaged me and then I found a common pattern between those questions so there were similar questions being asked so that's how you can make a list of yours that these are the similar questions like 10 or 11 questions were too similar that were being asked again and again even if you see the previous year questions they were matching so I thought oh there is a repetition of questions and a standard type of questions which is being asked that way I got help because I also not did not solve hard level questions at that time I was trying to master the medium level questions because I thought that if I'm targeting at that time I was targeting medium level questions sorry internships so for internships mostly they focus on medium and a bit of hard level questions and medium will be dp graphs and sometimes strings and arrays so linked list also so थोड़ा बहुत मीडियम उसी में से पूछ रहे थे तो आई वाज always targeting medium level first and like strategies as well that मैं past year questions निकाल लूँ so that was my
Hmm.
strategy at that time.
राइट 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 एंड आई थिंक ये चीज़ बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है बिकॉज ऑब्वियसली नो मैटर कितने भी नए क्वेश्चन हो कुछ ना कुछ कॉमन थीम आपको मिल ही जाएगा है ना
Yes.
बिकॉज कंपनीज आर नॉट इन्वेंटिंग न्यू कॉन्सेप्ट्स नॉट इन्वेंटिंग न्यू पैटर्न्स दे आर यूजिंग द same old patterns and definitely you'll see every company will have a style of asking questions that's why interview experiences interview process articles are so important right and like you said ki connecting with people before your interview that will be a great thing because you'll be able to know from people who have experienced those interviews, right?
Yeah.
So that is definitely,
Networking is really very important. Like even if
yeah,
you think like some of my friends think that we don't get replies. So why not to ask someone out कि please तुम मेरी तरफ से pitch कर लो, like you try your best. I know there is luck. I know there is a bit of luck involved in these things. But ठीक है, तुम अपनी तरफ से 100% try करो. That is my approach. That you shouldn't skip any chance of not getting into an internship or a PPO. People don't even apply. लोग बिना apply के ये करते कहते हैं कि मुझे ये नहीं मिला. So मतलब I feel bad that why aren't they applying? So their first priority should also be keep on applying.
Exactly. And plus, why it's a numbers game, the more you apply, the more people you message, the higher your chances of selection will be. If you just message two people, apply to two companies, and then give up saying ki kuch nahi ho raha, that will not work. It's a numbers game. Probability will increase with the number of shots you make, right? Mhm. All right. So DSA we talked about in depth, and of course, apart from DSA, we have multiple things. And one more thing that is coming a lot into focus these days is system design, right? So even though system design may not be of that much importance for fresher, but I still feel a lot of companies have started asking system design, right? So what did you feel? Did you do system design? Did you focus on system design, or did you feel like only DSA alone was enough to carry forward?
So what I think is that at that time I was not aware that system design questions would be asked. So I just read 3, 4, 5 pages of system design curated by AI only. So I was just having a bit of idea what is system design and what is load balancing and all it, like simple things. But what happened was in during my interview for like techno manager round for Microsoft, I was being asked a system design question. So what I'll not go into the question what was being asked, but I would just recommend you whenever these types of questions are asked, like system design can be a question that can be answered creatively. So at that time, rather than saying no, you should be creative enough to answer that question. So what creativeness what I'm telling you about is that at intern level, like manager is also aware that you have just completed 2 years of your BTech and you are giving in an interview for your after your third year, like your internship would be after your third year. So really want that you answer how you approach that question first. Like even if you don't know about system design, how would you approach a question which is related to system design? So that was their like what I think that they expect कि कुछ किस तरह से वो उस क्वेश्चन को अप्रोच करती है. And I also approached that question. The answer gave was not completely correct, was partially correct by like what I answered. But they thought that she did not say no to the answer, to the question, and then she answered it in a very creative form. So they will be giving you hints as well that oh you can do this, add this. So you need to be very answerable to these types of questions, even if you're not aware of that question.
Correct, correct, correct. And एक benefit जो मिलता है is that unlike DSA where you have a exact answer, in system design you do not have a exact answer. It's
Yeah.
open to interpretation. It's open to how you perceive it, and of course it's like a discussion, right? It's not like DSA की exact solution तक you have to achieve.
Mm.
It's more of a open-ended discussion. तो उसका तो फायदा होता ही है तो. Definitely, you don't need to give up in the question even if it is something that you don't know. Just give it a try. Applying basic design principles, basic OOP, जो हम लोग पढ़ते ही है CS
Yes,
fundamentals में in college,
exactly.
that will give you a great edge if you just apply that here, right?
Yeah. But sometimes in full-time opportunities like Atlassian also, they ask you code the system design questions like make a WhatsApp messenger, like kind of that question. So that is also your research work. If you are aware that these are the questions like even GS, Sachs, they also have this system design का इंटरव्यू राउंड डिफरेंटली बट उसमें स्पेसिफिक है जैसे व्हाट्सएप का बना दो एक मैसेंजर लाइक यू शुड डू रिसर्च वर्क एज वेल मतलब 100% गारंटी नहीं है बट 70-80% गारंटी कि यू विल बी गेटिंग सिमिलर काइंड ऑफ क्वेश्चंस लाइक फ्रॉम PYQs.
Exactly. And वही मतलब system design में I feel there's a better guarantee of seeing a repeated question because I feel system design में you have few design principles, you have few sort of design questions, and there will be only variation of that. है ना, car rental system हो जाएगा, flight booking system हो जाएगा,
Yeah,
ticket booking system हो जाएगा. It will be only a variation
yeah.
of the same thing.
They are
So हाँ,
difficult
definitely.
at when we see it as a grad level, but you can answer it when you if you are aware that these are the questions being asked. So yeah.
Hmm. Exactly, exactly. All right, and of course, DSA के साथ एक parallel में एक और चीज people keep worrying about, that is development, right?
Yeah.
And of course, like you said, you did web development, you did backend development, you did Java development, right? So how did you manage development with DSA? You know, what all tech stacks did you do? Did you make projects? Like, what all did you do for development?
So I was really very confused which tech stack to use during doing web development. So I did a simple thing because I was wasting a lot of time searching for a tech stack. So rather than searching, I thought that I'm wasting time and I don't have any other choice. I rather started with follow along projects from YouTube. So I just started with random e-commerce website. Let's suppose Amazon clone, and just started up with that from beginner to Amazon clone. So I just had experience with these follow along projects with different YouTube videos, and that's how I just did my web development. But yes, starting off with web development, you can definitely go with Code with Harry's web development bootcamp, which I used. So that helped me a lot to give a start, but rather just to be expertise in that. I was in initial stages. I was just focusing on front end and back end Java थोड़ा बहुत, but उतना depth में नहीं गई थी. I तब तक so now currently I have been studying Java backend.
All right, all right. ठीक है. So we've talked about your preparation. We've talked about the multiple aspects of it, DSA development and system design, and of course you applied off campus to a lot of companies, right? So you know the struggle of finding jobs off campus, which a lot of people from tier three colleges, from colleges who don't have a lot of opportunities, they also face, right? So how did you basically get over all these struggles and find opportunities offline? Like, did you use any specific tricks? Like, what all?
First of all, I would like to add that I think I'm very lucky in terms of these things. And second, I think everything revolves around your mindset. So starting off in my college from the first semester itself, I had my mindset set that anyhow I want to get into Microsoft. So yeah, so that was my mindset from the first semester itself because my father said that you are going to Microsoft or you're going back to home. So that was his point, and that triggered me. No, no, I want to be independent. I want money. I want to be like very focused.
It's like literally get rich or go home kind of
Yes,
situation.
exactly. That situation was for me. And then starting off, I like from the first semester itself, I got my connections from the college alumni that were in Microsoft and related companies. So I started off with the connections part in my first semester itself. And then moving on to like applying, I was very pretty sure that I want to go off campus only, like because on campus would be coming in inclusively in that if I like target off campus opportunities. So from as I said that I had my friends mostly who were seniors, so I listed down whenever the company came to them that it will be coming for me next year as well. So I just focused on those companies that ये कंपनी ऑन कैंपस आ रही है, ये कंपनी ऑफ कैंपस आ रही है. तो जैसे ही मेरा सेकेंड ईयर खत्म हुआ, आई जस्ट स्टार्टेड ऑफ विद अप्लाइंग. एंड ऑल्सो जो कनेक्शंस मैंने बनाए थे, जिन जिन लोगों को एमएस मिल गई थी, माइक्रोसॉफ्ट मिल गई थी, या एटलासियन या अमेजॉन एनी कंपनी, उनके रेज्यूमेस देखे, उनमें क्या चीज़ कॉमन है, कॉमन ट्रेड्स अपने में कॉपी किए, वो स्किल्स डेवलप करने की कोशिश करी. तो ये छोटे छोटे ही एफर्ट्स थे. टेक्निकल तो आपको आना ही चाहिए, डीएसए तो आना ही चाहिए, डेवलपमेंट तो थोड़ी बहुत आनी ही चाहिए, एआईएमएल भी है, तो मतलब वो सारी चीज़ें तो है ही, वो तो सबको पता है. But what these things also add value to it, how you apply, how you edit your resume every time. So these were the few things which I did, but yes, I was lucky enough also that I got internship in these companies.
Hmm. And definitely luck will always play a part, right, in your job hunting, even in your interviews. But yeah, it's not in your control. So the only thing that you can do and you can control is your mindset, right?
Yeah.
So that is very true. Your mindset will actually play out things for you. It will decide how things play out for you, right? If you have the right mindset, eventually you'll reach there.
Yeah. And like if it is disturbing you, like no mindset अगर तुम्हारा नहीं clear हो पा रहा है, तो what I suggest people that whether you are from any religion, like let's talk about me. Like I believed in Hanuman ji, so I was like, he is there, he'll do that for me, I just have to work. So आई थॉट दैट वेज़ कि वो तो कर ही देंगे, बट वो तो तभी करेंगे ना जब मैं थोड़ा मेहनत करूँगी। तो दैट वाज़ इन माय माइंडसेट दैट फर्स्ट सेमेस्टर मैंने सोच लिया था एमएस तो मिल ही रही है, मतलब हनुमान जी दिला ही रहे हैं, बट आई नीड टू वर्क फॉर दैट एज़ वेल, मतलब वो ऐसे तो नहीं देंगे। तो दैट वाज़ माय मोटिवेशन पॉइंट एज़ वेल, लाइक दीज़ वर माय मोटिवेशन पॉइंट्स एंड वो एनर्जीज़ वाली चीज़ भी मेरे दिमाग में हमेशा। तो
True, true, true.
या
Yeah, that's so nice. That's a great way to look at things, and keep yourself motivated. वो तो है. Your thinking will affect everything. Your thinking will affect how you're learning. Your thinking will affect how you're speaking, how you're doing things. काफी बड़ा impact होता है. So
एग्ज़ैक्टली।
yeah, definitely. That's a very great way of looking at it. All right. So we've discussed a lot of things, including philosophies, including mindset, right? So, on a final note, to all of the people, all of the freshers or college students who are watching this video who also want to crack a good company like Atlassian or Microsoft, what advice would you like to give them?
So everything is present on the internet. The first thing you need to be, everyone says that you need to be consistent, and that's really very true. You need to be consistent in any part, even if you are in any field, not just software development, but consistency सबसे ज़्यादा important है. तो वो चीज़ fix कर लो अगर life में consistent नहीं हो तो. And second thing, self belief is very important. Like everyone talks about ये ऐसे करना है, but yes, I believe that self belief बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है. If you believe that you can crack, then you definitely can crack. अगर लेकिन सेल्फ डाउट है इतना ज़्यादा कि नहीं यार ये नहीं मिलेगा, तो वो दैट विल ऑलवेज क्रिएट अ प्रॉब्लम. सो बी कंसिस्टेंट एंड बिलीव इन योरसेल्फ. That's all that required for me. मैं मुझे बहुत ज़्यादा बिलीव था कि मुझे क्यों नहीं मिलेगा, मतलब मैं सब कुछ कर रही हूँ, एवरीथिंग इज़ इन माय हैंड्स बिकॉज़ सीनियर्स मुझे दे रहे हैं. तो मुझे बस एक रोड मैप शुरू में उन्होंने दिया एंड देन आई रियली फॉलोड इट. एंड थर्ड इज़ नेटवर्किंग इज़ वेरी इम्पोर्टेंट. और फोर्थ स्किल जो होती है वो मार्केटिंग स्किल्स होती है, मतलब जैसे कि तुम अपने आप को किस तरह से किसी को एडवर्टाइज करते हो, मतलब हाउ यू सेल योर सेल्फ टू अ पर्सन, हाउ यू रिप्रेजेंट योर सेल्फ इज ऑल्सो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. लाइक डीएसए ये सब बताते हैं कि डीएसए अच्छा है, डीएसए अच्छा करना चाहिए, बट दीज ऑल आर ऑल्सो सम स्किल्स विच रिक्वायर इवन इफ यू गेट इंटर्नशिप. बट तुम्हें काम मिला है एंड तुम बस काम किए जा रहे हो, काम किए जा रहे हो, किसी को पता ही नहीं चल रहा है कि तुम काम कर रहे हो. तो यू नीड टू सेल कि मैंने बहुत काम किया है, मुझे बहुत मैंने ये ऐसे-ऐसे काम किए, तो यू नीड टू एडवर्टाइज़ ऑल्सो. तो ये एडवर्टाइज़मेंट वाली अपने आप को सेल करने वाली स्किल भी आनी चाहिए. तो मुझे लगता है ये एडवाइसेज़ बहुत कम लोग देते हैं. तो दैट वुड बी माय एडवाइस फॉर एवरीवन.
All right, so I guess that covers pretty much everything about Diksha's journey to Atlassian. So thanks a lot, Diksha, for coming on the channel and sharing your journey. And if anyone wants to connect with her, I'll give a LinkedIn in the description box, so you guys can connect with her from there. So yeah, thank you for coming.
Thank you.